All right, it's 11 o'clock, Jane.
Afterwards.
No settling? Okay. Very good. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a morning meeting of the Upper Charles Trail Committee. This meeting is being recorded. The committee is here to consider and vote whether to proceed with the committee's request to the Community Preservation Committee for funding at the annual town meeting for the Campus Connector for segments 5 and 6. So having said that, before I go around the table and ask the members to participate, I would like to just preface it by saying in January and February, I believe it was, when we first were approached by the, hi Dave, welcome, sorry. Oh, no words. By the CPC to submit our application, there were two things about it. We were in a very different place than we are now. And secondly, the CPC requested all of the committees and boards via an email that they would like to see a large future projects that we were, if we had any, that we were thinking about. That was the request. And I think that that was part of our thinking back then. And in fact, we did propose to the CPC a 2-year project for funding for engineering. Having said that, since then, we've had one public meeting and a meeting solely dedicated to take input from new sources. We compiled all of that information. We took in all of the emails and all of the comments and concerns that we received, not only at those meetings, but they were continuous and they were ongoing. We continued to receive all of these meetings. All of these comments and questions. Fortunately, we have a very a fantastic team now on board with Dave Del Terrio, VHB, and Michelle Murdoch, who is helping us with our project. They were able to compile all of this information, document it in a form that our committee was able to analyze it. And that analysis and thoughtfulness is still ongoing. So where are we now? We are tonight, only this evening, going to participate. We've invited just under 600 residents in East Hopkinton alone to come and participate at our workshop tonight. We've set it up so that it will be in person. They can come, people can come for 15 minutes, a half an hour. They can ask all the questions they want and hopefully we'll be able to answer them. They can also participate at home via Google Meet if they wish to do that as well. So we are hoping to receive voluminous feedback. But again, this is all subject to change. We really do not have any idea where this is going to go. And having said that, I thought that in being in retrospect, that maybe we should talk about this and how responsible it is, or it might be, to go before the town meeting without having all of our facts analyzed, put into a form that folks can understand through more frequently asked questions, and put it in a basis, a format so that people can understand where we are now based on this new information. So I'd like the committee to think about, is it reasonable to ask this committee and our team to go through that? It would be a rigorous process to try and document, analyze, get feedback out to the committee, and then ask for the public feedback again. Can we reasonably do that in a couple of weeks? So having presented that as our state of affairs right now, I would like to go around the table and have a thoughtful discussion with our committee members. So I'm looking at Barry now. Would you like to start off?
Yeah, sure. I
Discussion?
think it makes a lot of sense to step back and give ourselves some time and maybe replanning, whatever it takes to get everybody on board, the majority. So, I think it makes sense to, I guess the word is withdraw it,
No, it would be to take no action.
take no action.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm in favor of that at this time.
Okay. So I'm gonna bounce across the table to Jim. What are your thoughts? I'd like to share them.
I think that's the best course of action right now too, is to take no action because we are at a point where we need to discuss the options more.
Yeah, we have to get those options.
So that means that we put anything up until next year, no funding until July 23 for 24.
Mhm.
Right?
So I'm gonna bounce the ball over to Ken.
I also have that opinion, although I gotta say, I consider it to be a very healthy thing that we're getting all of this input now. And so we'll be in much better position to move forward in the future. But I advocate also taking no action at town meeting.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Eli,
I agree with what others have said, that there's been an outpouring of commentary, and we need time to review it and put it all together and get it back to the community.
Eric,
Well, based on our workshop this evening and the fact that we will have significantly more input from not only the close abutters, but the entire town, I think we should take no action because it'll give us an opportunity to upgrade our presentation at town meeting and be able to look people in the eye and say, yeah, we did everything we could to get your input, and this is what we came up with. So based on that, I'd like to make a motion that we ask CPC to take no action on any of our projects. I'm
Okay.
sure we need a second.
Question, are we asking CPC to take no action or are we taking no action?
It's not our action, it's a CPC article.
Okay.
good question, though. People may have wondered about that. Anything else?
Could I just make
Do
one?
we have a second before we have a,
There was a lot of commentary about safety on the trail and a
I think
proposal.
that, Eli, I think that that's gonna be for further discussion. This is right now for the vote.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to take no action, to recommend that CPC recommend and take no action. And we have a second, I believe, from Ken. So now we'll have a vote. All in favor? Aye. Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thanks, everybody, for coming out, and
See you
we
at-
will see you, hopefully, we'll see as many people as possible tonight at our workshop.
5 o'clock.
It is at 5, right?
It starts at 5 o'clock at the senior center.
Okay,
All right.
you all heard it this time.